Hi everyone, in this CLO video I'm going to show you how you can arrange and sew pants. So to start with, I have my pants pattern right here. This is my back pant and this is my front pant. I do need to place them around my avatar or my silhouette of my avatar in my 2D window just to get them really organized over here. And then I need to reflect them so that I have both sides of my pants. So I'm just going to right click on each pattern and choose clone pattern with linked editing, symmetric pattern with sewing. And when I click that, I will place it to the side. I do a whole video on what all these linked editings mean and symmetric patterns mean. So I'll link to that here because there's a lot of different methods you can use for cloning your patterns. But once we have our pattern reflected and we have both sides of our pattern, I'm going to turn on arrangement points. So I'll click Shift F on my keyboard. So far in a lot of my videos, we've been using these upper arrangement points for like shirts and dresses, but these lower arrangement points around the avatar's legs can be a little bit trickier. So I'm just going to click on the first pattern piece that I want and then find the arrangement point that matches. So I clicked on my front left, so I'm going to click on whichever arrangement point looks like it matches the best when I'm hovering over that arrangement point. So that one right there looks good, and then I'll arrange my back also. You will want to make sure that you have the correct side facing the side seam, because we know we have this like rise seam or like rise line right here at the center back and center front, but sometimes that can be a little hard to tell where that's falling. So just you want to double check your pattern to make sure you have the side seam on the outside and that you didn't get your pattern pieces flipped. Another really easy way to do this would be to switch into textured surface mode, where the wrong side of our fabric is the shadow, because then we can easily make sure the right side is facing out and the wrong side, or yeah, the right side's facing out and the wrong side's facing in, because we can see the shadow is on the inside. But I'm going to switch back to thick textured surface mode and then turn off my arrangement points by clicking Shift F again. So now we're ready to sew our pants together, which I'm going to use free sewing for most of our pants, because you can see here we have segments making up the edge of our pattern, or have a lot of points on the edges of my pattern. So free sewing would not be the best method here. And so if you have any questions about different types of sewing, I have my videos on all the types of sewing that I'll link to. But I'm going to go into our free sewing tool right here and begin sewing. So we know we need to connect our front rises, so I'll start there, clicking to finish that sewing point. And then for the side seam of our pants, we want to make sure that we're sewing the correct sides together. So for example, sometimes looking at the 2D window, it can be hard to know if I'm sewing this side seam to this back side seam or to this back one, but I can always just hover my mouse over the pattern in my 2D window, and you can see that blue dot highlighting in my 3D window too. And then if I jump to the back piece, it highlights it there also, so that confirms that I'm on the correct side seams together. So I'm going to start at the top for this one, and then I'll click to finish. So then I need to start at the top for my back also, and this pattern is using linked editing, so automatically sews the other side together. Then I'll sew our inseams, and then our back rise, making sure I'm starting at the top, since I started at the top for the first half of the back rise. And then you'll notice I do have this dart on the back waistband. It's already sewn together. I go over how to sew darts in CLO in another video, so you can watch that if you're interested, but that is already sewn together. And then you'll notice this shirt is really overlapping with the pants, but we're just going to turn on simulation mode first and see how it goes. But one thing, actually looking at our sewing, it does look like we're getting some crisscrossing here. So it looks like something might actually be incorrect. So I'm just going to pull these pieces apart with my gizmo tool, pull them out. And that's why it's always just good to check your sewing before you simulate, because it does look like they are crisscrossed. So it looks like my inseams are sewn to the wrong edges. So I'm going to go to edit sewing and I'm just going to delete those. And I'm going to go back into free sewing. And sew that together. There we go. Now you can see it looks much cleaner in there. So like I said, we'll turn on simulation mode and see what happens with this shirt, but I'll show you how we can fix it if it doesn't simulate correctly. So we can always use our hand tool to kind of pull the fabric out. You'll see the pants are a little bit big for this avatar, so we could always go in and adjust our avatar size. So if I click on Y on my keyboard, go into avatar and find the version that I'm using. And then just pick a different size. I'm just gonna, let's see, try one of these. I'm not sure what size my avatar currently is, but we'll try this. Could double click to add that and then turn on simulation mode. And then I could re-simulate the pants, or I can just try to like pull them up like this. You can see now they're fitting a lot better on the avatar. So that is how we can simulate pants. If your top garment wasn't falling, you weren't able to pull it out like we are right now, or you're having trouble with the collision, we could always select our top garment. So selecting those three pieces or 4 pieces that make up our top, it go into the property editor and then assign layer 1 to them. That will automatically push them forward. Anything that's layer 0, which everything else, if we don't assign it a layer, will automatically be 0. You could continue assigning layers up to 2, 3, 4, or whatever, but that will help push it forward so that we won't have those collision problems. If you were having those problems, it will automatically apply this green color to your shirt, but when we go to render, it won't do that. So that's how we can apply a pants file to our garment, arrange them, and then also sew. Thanks.